Hi, Cancer. This is your reading for the time period of September 15th to September 30th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Amani's Light Work. Okay, so if you're not subscribed or you just visit the channel, please feel free to check out the Keys to Akasha section of my channel. That's an area where I cover news stories, I cover historic events, I cover celebrity passings, etc. If you have an inquiry about that section of my channel, please feel free to email me at ifadivination777@gmail.com or send me a direct message on my Instagram page at lamaniife777. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through for you already. I actually get something about a Sag. It's something maybe really important about a Sag. It could be a partner, business partner, love partner, whatever. Something is really important about a Sagittarius energy directly. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. But where are they? So when I said that, where are they? So either you could be looking for the Sag and you want to know where they are, but they're within Aries. So when I said that they're within Aries, they are also a Scorpio. So their Sag is also with an Aries, and they're also with a Scorpio element. But let's see what's going on with the reason into why you're looking for them. These cards are really stiff. I don't know what's going on. The King of Pentacles energy is underneath. This energy is a Taurus. It could be any earth sign, man, but it's mainly a Taurus element that can't stop talking. So it's mainly a Taurus element that they can't stop talking for some reason. So either they're talking about, either they're whatever it is that they're talking about. Either has something to do with your involvement that you have with a Sag and the Aries, but someone's dismantling about that. So that could be something that they're trying to do, don't want them to do. So that could be something that they're trying to do, but you may not want them to do that. But why are you still involved with them? So they could be asking you, why are you still involved with a Sag? Why are you involved with an Aries? But something is crooked. So when I hit Aries element, something is really crooked. So crooked, metaphorically crooked, like something is crooked about somebody, like crooked, like shady, crooked, like they're crook. Someone's really that could be. I think you could be observing this person like that, but they have that kind of thought about you. So you observing this person, I mean, you may have that kind of thought about them. I don't know, or they may have this kind of thought about you. I keep getting crooked, so something is crooked. So either something on you is crooked, like literally, like you could be wearing something that's not straight. You know what I mean? You could be wearing something that's not straight and they're criticizing it. It could have something to do with sexuality. You know, if you want to go that deep into the analogy, it could have something to do with sexuality and things of that nature, but they're not. So when I say sexuality and things of that nature, they're not straight. They're not gay. They're not whatever it is that they're not. Or they could be straight but pretending to be. They could be straight but they're pretending to be straight. If it's not anything like that, then something is really going. Or you're wearing something literally like that, like a bow tie that's not straight, it's crooked. Or it's what else is another example of something that could be on you that's not straight? Or it's literally like somebody may think that you're not straight. You know, it could have something to do with your sexuality, but they talk about. So when I say your sexuality, they may talk about your sexuality. So it just depends on what's going on. You talk about theirs, or that could be where the crooked. That could also be where the crooked analogy is coming from, because the crooked analogy, you could be calling somebody crooked because of a secretive thought that they have about you, vice versa. It just depends if they're crooked or something is crooked. I get a Sag. Something is just something is crooked about a Sag. The Sagittarian energy could be showing up like the Sagittarian energy could be showing up like a King of Pentacles energy, because money maker, because they're a money maker, or they're responsible for feeding their family, or they're responsible for bringing home the bread. It just depends on what's going on. Or this element doesn't do anything. This element may not do anything. and the Sagittarian energy does. But this element, they sit on ass. This element may sit on their ass. Like that could be that could be the thought that you have about them, or whatever it is. Something is going on with them that's not right, and that could be where the crooked analogy is coming from. But do bad things. So the crooked analogy with them is that they may sit around, but you deem them to be doing bad things, or they do bad. Something is bad about Sag and Aries. Something may be bad about a Sag and Aries element, or something is bad because involved with that. Something is bad because either you're involved with them. That's why I said crooked. Something is crooked about that, or something's crooked about a business deal that you have going on with them and this person, or this element is involved with a Sag. They're also involved. This element is also involved with a Sag and Aries element, or they're involved with you, or you deem it not good. You deem that idea to not be good, or the fact that they're involved with crooked the fact that they're involved with crooked business with someone is not good, or they sit around but somehow they manage to do bad things, or you deem a business deal that they're in to be bad. You deem it to be bad. You deem it to be crooked, or they deem you to be this way because you're dealing with you may be dealing with people. You may be dealing with people that aren't good in business, and you know that or you don't know that. It just depends on what's going on, or something's going on with sexuality, or literal examples. But something is literally crooked on you. You need to fix it. You could be getting married or something, and the bow tie is crooked, or something isn't straight on a dress. Something's going on with sexuality, or crooked business deals, or you're dealing with a crooked person, and whatever. Or you deem them to be that way. You deem someone to be that way. Someone has potential to be crooked because something isn't right about business that they do. Period, and that could be why they're crooked, or something's just whatever it is. The Eight of Swords energy is in the starting point, but I get an air sign. So the Eight of Swords energy is air sign energy, like a Libra, like an Aquarian. Like, don't like them. So when I hit Aquarian, you don't like them. Taurus does. So a Taurus likes an Aquarian energy that you're tied to, but you don't like an Aquarian energy for some reason, but they're crooked. So when I say you don't like an Aquarian, you don't like an Aquarian energy. It's an Aquarian energy that's crooked for dealing with a Sag. An Aquarian energy is crooked because of a business that they have going on with a Sagittarian energy there. But why are they doing that? So when I said that, why are they doing that? Why is an Aquarian, something is new about an Aquarian, and and something is new about an Aquarian, and they deal with your business partner, and that may be something that you don't want. That's what you complain about. That could be something that you don't want. And Eight of Swords is that you also complain about it, but how to get Taurus involved with that? So how to get Taurus involved with the fact that you're finding out that an Aquarian is your business partners. How to get a Taurus involved with the fact that you're finding out that an Aquarian energy is they're dealing with your business partners, and the Sag and the Aries element, just a Sag. When I say Sag and the Aries element, it's just a Sag that you do business with, right? Around someone. It's just a Sag that you do business with around somebody, around someone, whatever situation. You just do business with them around someone. Around it could be the Taurus that you do. It could be, but they're joining. So it could have been the Taurus that you did business with a Sag, that you were doing business with a Sag with. It could have been a Taurus that the business is happening around, but something may be changing with that because they're joining in something now but don't want them to. So something is changing with that because they're joining in something now. They don't you may deem them to also be, you may at some point you may have also deemed them to be a victim of some kind in a business deal. At some point, you may have also whatever. At some point, you could have also deemed them to be a victim of some kind, but now they're succumbing and they're joining in something now. Now they're succumbing, but don't really want them to be in. You don't really want them to be in, but the reason why they're trying to join in something now is because they may sit around all the time and talk about somebody. They just sit around all the time somewhere and they talk about someone, and that could be what an Aquarian energy tells you. That could be what you're talking to an Aquarian energy about, but I have that kind of thought. So you're telling the Aquarian energy that you have that kind of thought about a Taurus. Does the Aquarian energy have that kind of thought about you? But I used to have that kind of thought about them. You may have used to have that kind of thought about an Aquarian, but an Aquarian energy may be joining in something now. Three-way business partnership. An Aquarian energy is joining in a three-way business partnership between you, a Sag, and a Taurus. Between you, a Sag, and a Taurus element. So you, a Sag, and a Taurus element implies that the four pillars. You, a Taurus, and a Sagittarian energy implies that if an Aquarian energy joins a business deal here, They would it would make it would turn a threesome into a foursome, but don't really want that. It's turning a threesome into a foursome and something there you don't want, but they sit around. So that could be why you don't want them in the business. For some reason, them sitting around implies that you're thinking, Eight of Swords, you're thinking that you're probably going to end up doing all the work because of the Aquarian. You're thinking that you're going to end up doing all the work because of the Aquarian, but why won't they leave? So when I said that, why won't they leave? Why won't they leave a business deal that you're in with them? Why won't they leave? What do you call it? Why won't they leave the office? They're in it for a while. So them not leaving the office, they stay in the office really late, or they just stick around inside somewhere all the time for long periods of time. But I'm tired of that. So when I said that, I'm tired of that. But how are they bothering you? So Eight of Swords energy, how are they bothering you? This could be a situation here where if this is a business deal situation between you, a Sag, a Taurus, and an Aquarian, but they're new. So I hit the Aquarian, they're new. But something is going on here where they have a specific responsibility, but they sit. They have a specific responsibility, but they sit down all the time, or whatever. They may sit somewhere. This could be you being annoyed by that for that particular reason. You being annoyed is because they may be supposed to be up walking around, and they may be okay. Oh man, something's going on where they're supposed to, and that could be something that a Sag and a Taurus told you, that they're supposed to be up walking around surveillancing something. Like they're actually supposed to be up outside. They're actually supposed to do assignments in other locations, but they don't do it. They're supposed to do assignments in other locations and things of that nature, but they don't do them. Why don't they do them? So Eight of Swords energy, why doesn't the Aquarian energy do those assignments? Why don't they manage or organize something properly in a workplace? Why don't they manage or organize something properly inside of a workplace? Why don't they do that a Sag gives them? Why aren't they doing the assignments that a Sagittarian energy gives them, pulling their weight? So now that you're finding out they're not doing them, you feel like you need to pull their weight. You feel like that's what a Taurus said. So a Taurus said that you need to now carry an Aquarian energy's failed work. You need to carry the Aquarian energy's weight. They won't move. So when I said that, they just won't move. But something is mystical. So either something is mystical into the reason why someone isn't moving, like moving house, or moving, like leaving somewhere. Like so, something is mystical into the reason into why they're not moving. What did a boss do? So when I said that, what did a boss do? Like this could be a situation in the workplace. You may have a boss did something to an Aquarian. You may have a boss that's mystical. They may have done something to an Aquarian, but they stay at home, or they don't leave, or they don't, what do you call, or they're not, what do you call that? They're not following through with a business objective, but they're being schemed. Them not following through with a business objective properly, or them not getting up and doing the assignments and things of that nature. Something is strange going on with their work ethic and things of that nature. Whatever it is they have going on, a boss did something mystically. A boss that they have, or that you and them have together, along with a Taurus, or you're just sharing that with a Taurus, or a Taurus could have worked with an Aquarian energy before, finds them to be annoying. So a Taurus worked with an Aquarian energy before, but they found them to be annoying. But knows something they're trying to tell you something really secretive and shady that happened to the Aquarian energy with a boss. But a boss may have done an incantation around them, or somebody did something mystically to either. Okay, this is really interesting. Eight of Swords energy is Aquarian. The Eight of Swords energy is an Aquarian, but something's going on. Either you go into the workplace, and they're not doing something properly in the workplace, or some lost their job. Something has gone on with them where they lost their job, but something's mystical into the reason into why boss did incantation. A boss did an incantation, and that's what caused them to lose their job. Sedentary. A boss did something mystically that they may not have known, but try to protect themselves. So a boss doing something mystically, they themselves may have tried to they did try to do it in the past. They did try to do something mystically to protect themselves, because they may have been aware, or you yourself were aware, that a boss was mystical. I keep getting did something to an Aquarian. A boss being mystical, they did something to an Aquarian, oblivious of that. So the Aquarian energy is oblivious. I keep getting Taurus said. I said the oblivious. The Aquarian is oblivious to that, and that's what a Taurus is trying to tell you. It's mystical. Something strange that's going on with the Aquarian, something interesting that's going on with them, is because somebody did something mystically. Did they themselves do something mystically to stay somewhere? They themselves may have done something mystically to stay somewhere, or something's going on something mystical happened to them to cause them to be out of work with the Eight of Swords, and I have secretive information on that. So you have secretive information on that. So either it's mystical, or somebody, or you're just aware of a secretive conversation that a boss had with a Taurus about an Aquarian, or you had a secretive conversation with their boss. You had a secretive conversation with someone who is a boss to the Aquarian, who is a boss to a Taurus, or it could be somebody's family members and things of that nature. But I get sedentary. Somebody's family members and things of that nature, they're sedentary, or if someone's going on interested with work ethic, and either it's yours, it could be your work ethic, and a boss could be trying to do something mystically to get you to move. A boss could be trying to do something mystically to get move, in a sense where, like, get up, like you may sit down a lot, or you may, or get up and move, like go walk. It could be a job that requires you to move around and not be at a desk. You may not have that kind of job, but so it may okay, you may not have that kind of job, but an Aquarian energy may have that, but now they do. And Aquarian energy has that kind of job, but now they have that kind of job, but it's mystical. So somebody did something mystically, something interesting that's going on with Aquarian energy's work. The reason why they're doing that kind of work is because of a mystical boss, or an incantation that they did themselves, or someone that did to them. So either they're out of a job because either they're out of a job because of mysticism, they're either out of a job because of mysticism, or somebody, or a job that they're in that requires them to sit down a lot. Somebody did something mystically, or they did something mystically themselves to get in that kind of position. But why? So Eight of Swords energy, why do they do that? You may not understand why they did that, or you don't understand what a boss did, or didn't know they were mystical. Every time I say boss, you didn't know a boss was mystical. You didn't know a housemate was mystical, or whatever it is. But it has something to do with someone. It could be housemate stuff, and mystical housemates and things but that's why a Taurus leaves. So when I said mystical housemates and things of that nature, that's why a Taurus leaves. That could be what a Taurus is trying to talk to you about Aquarian, or that's what it's talking to you. That could be what a Sag is talking to a Taurus about what, with you, or about somebody else, or about an Aquarian. Whatever the situation in the workplace, and mystical coworkers you didn't know were mystical, or somebody sits down a lot, or someone lost their job, but you're finding out something is mystical into the reason into why someone lost their job. Just depends on what's going on. Interesting. Or something's going on with you, Taurus and Aquarian, whatever. Secretive, crooked business and things of that nature. Somebody could be, like I said, somebody could be joining into, but it's mystical. Someone joining into a business is mystical. They did something mystically themselves to be intertwined in a bit Sag. They did something mystically themselves to be intertwined with a business that you have going on with a Sag, and it could be a Taurus or an Aquarian energy that did that. And you're like, why are they here? The Eight of Swords, why are they intervening? Why are they calling me? Eight of Swords, why are they calling me? So either somebody had a secretive conversation, new business partner. Someone could have had a secretive conversation with a new business partner that you didn't know you were going to end up having, and something there is annoying you. But mysticism is the foundation of it, because somebody did something mystically to get themselves to be somewhere with you, or without you, or whatever, or somebody did something mystically to someone else to get them to move, change jobs, leave a job, get laid off, have a job that requires them to sit all the time. Something's mystical about something there. Okay. Woo. The waiting position has the Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords energy there. So Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, want to be with Earth signs. So the Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles is that you may want to be with the Earth sign energies, but where is the Virgo? So you want to know where Virgo is. You may want to know what they did also. So the Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, what did the Virgo energy do? Male or female? What did a Virgo energy do? But I don't like them. So the Eight of Swords, you're looking for a Virgo, but don't really like them. The Eight of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, you're looking for a Virgo, but you don't really like them. But what they said about me also. So a Virgo said something shady about you. Did a Taurus, like I said from the beginning, Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, did a Taurus say something shady about you? Did a Capricorn indirect? A Capricorn energy may have said something about you, or whatever, with some other with an air sign, but I heard that. So okay, this is really interesting. A Capricorn energy, the Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. A Capricorn talking about you. A Capricorn energy may be talking about you indirectly, or in the workplace, in a home environment. Like they're indirectly talking about you to a Taurus. They're indirectly, or Taurus just, or a Taurus may have just overheard what they were saying. There's that. Or the Capricorn energy may be indirectly talking about you, and Aquarian knows that, and Aquarian energy knows that. Or a Capricorn energy talks to an Aquarian energy about you, or and it asks them. And Aquarian energy asks a Capricorn energy about you all the time, but it's weird. So when I said that it's weird, it's weird. This could be a situation here where the Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, you may need to contact a Capricorn, find out what an Aquarian is doing, or to find out what an Aquarian is talking about all the time, but it's pretending to work. So you need to know what an Aquarian is doing, what they're talking about all the time, because it's pretending to work, but I'm nervous. So it's pretending to work, but you're nervous. You being nervous, scared for Aquarian. The Eight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, that you're scared for an Aquarian energy, that you're scared for them. That could be why you need to find that they have information. That could be why you need to find the Earth signs, because they have information. They have information on a business partner or a housemate that's leaving. They have information on a business partner or a coworker or a housemate, but they're leaving. But they're leaving for some reason. Something strange may have happened to someone with a Six of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords, but Capricorn knows. So when I said something strange happening to someone that's interesting or whatever it is, a Capricorn energy or Taurus has that information there. But what happened? So when I said that, what happened to the Aquarian? What happened to what you may want to know what happened to a Taurus, but they're distant. So you wanted to know what happened to a Taurus, they're just distant. A Libra has information on a distant Taurus. So a Libra has information on a distant Taurus. That's why the Eight of Swords energy is there. Or something's going on with the Aquarian energy needing to spend time with. You just need to spend time with the Aquarian, because the Aquarian energy may have information. I had a gift. The Aquarian energy has a gift. The Aquarian, they could be gifted. The Aquarian energy has a gift, or they have a gift, or they can have something for you that belongs to someone else. And Aquarian energy has something for you that belongs to someone else, and it could be something that belongs to the Earth sign energies. But how do they get it? So something that belongs, Six of Pentacles, something that belongs to the Earth sign energy in Aquarian and the Taurus. And Aquarian and the Taurus element they have for some reason. It could be somebody's information. It could be an actual gift, like a wrapped up box of jewelry, or a box of chocolates and things of that nature, but gave to Aquarian. So when I ran through those examples, you gave the Eight of Swords energy, you gave that to an Aquarian to give to an Earth sign. You gave that to an Aquarian to give to a Taurus. You gave that to an Aquarian to give to you get it to an Aquarian to give to a Capricorn energy. But I was getting you don't really like the Virgo, but they betrayed. Not really liking the Virgo you betrayed, because not really liking them is because you may have wanted the Virgo to give something to the Aquarian. You may have wanted the Virgo, but let them go. You may have, Spirit is like, let the Virgo go, or you don't like the Virgo, but you really needed them to give something to to give something to the Taurus, or to give something to the Capricorn, to give something to, what do you call it, to give something to one of the air sign elements there, but they didn't want to do that. So the Virgo, you trying to get the Virgo to give something to the air sign elements, they didn't really want to do that. That's why the Six of Pentacles energy is there. But I really like. So the Six of Pentacles, you really like a Taurus, but limited. So someone may be really limited about a liking that you have with a Taurus, or someone is really interesting about some Virgo doesn't really like. A Virgo may not really like you, or do you not really like a Virgo? Or someone's going on with a Capricorn, I like them. You like a Capricorn energy. And the Aquarian energy, I keep getting, has a gift for them. And Aquarian energy has a gift for them. But they have a gift for them, but you need to figure out a way. You need to figure out a way to get the gift from the Aquarian to give to the Capricorn, or the Aquarian, or you yourself may have a gift for the Capricorn, and you need to figure out a way to give Libra. You need to figure out a way to give it to a Libra. You need to figure out a way to give it to an Aquarian, with the Six of Pentacles energy being there. It's an Eight of Swords. It's an Eight of Swords, because people that you want to hook up to give someone something, they're not answering. It's an Eight of Swords, because people that you want to hook up to give someone something, they're not answering or complying with you on purpose, but they want your attention. So They're not complying with you on purpose because they want your attention, giving it to Capricorn. They want your attention, but you're giving it to a Capricorn. You have a gift for a Capricorn. Taurus can't stand you giving a Capricorn attention. You having something for the Capricorn. A Taurus can't stand, an Aquarian can't stand, a Virgo can't stand. They all can't stand. They all can't stand that. That's why the Eight of Swords energy is there. But what does the Aquarian like? So Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles. What does the Aquarian like? This could be a situation here where Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles energy. You may like a Capricorn, Aquarian likes them. You like a Capricorn, Aquarian likes them. You like a Taurus, I don't want to see them anymore. You like a Taurus, but for some reason you don't want to see them anymore. That could literally be something that one of these air sign relayed. That could be something that one of these air sign elements that you're conversing with. That could literally be what they relate to a Taurus, or you had that kind of thought with a Virgo, shared that with the air sign. You had that kind of thought about a Virgo, and you share that with an air sign, and they could relay that back to the Virgo unintentionally. They relay that back to a Virgo unintentionally, and you're like, how to resuscitate the situation now? How to revive this apology? How to revive an apology that you need to make? You're thinking that you need to make, but somebody's looking at my woman. Someone's looking at my man. I just feel drawn to say that. Someone is looking at my woman. Someone's looking at my man, or you have something's going on where you see in your eyes, you see a Capricorn energy as your woman. You see a Capricorn energy as your friend, your lover, your business partner, but I want to be with them. So you want to be with them, but Aquarian in the way. So Eight of Swords is that an Aquarian energy is an Aquarian energy, also a Libra, also a Gemini really like them. So all these air signs really like Capricorn. All these air sign elements, they may like a Taurus, but not as much as Capricorn. They like a Taurus, but it's not as much as a Capricorn energy there with the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. But how do I hold my spot? So the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, how do I hold my spot with a Capricorn? How do I hold my spot with a Taurus, but don't really like? So every time I hit Taurus, you don't really like them. Do they not really like you because of an Aquarian? They may not really like you because of an Aquarian energy. They may not really like you because of an Aquarian. This depends on what, but they're leaving anyway. So Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and Aquarian energy is leaving anyway, temporarily. This could be a situation here in the workplace where someone could be taking vacation, and Aquarian, but it's mystical into the reason into why they're taking vacation. So it's mystical into the reason into why one of these air sign elements, they're temporarily leaving. They're taking vacations. They're taking days off because something is that I did. Something is mystical that you did. But the reason for you, or a boss did, or another coworker did, a superintendent, another supervisor, somebody did those things. But the reason for them getting Aquarian out the way, the reason for them doing that is getting an Aquarian. This could be a situation here where this is really something tactic like also with you trying to be with some Taurus helping you. Something is tactic like with something here also because a Taurus somebody you don't really like, you do not really like a Taurus, but at the same time they're trying to help you be with someone. At the same time, they're trying to help you be with someone. The Capricorn could be the person that you're trying to be with. Virgo not complying with that because they observe what you're trying to do, or they just don't want to be involved, period, with your liking. They just don't want to be involved, period, with your liking if it's a Virgo. But someone's not interesting with the Taurus is trying to help you get Aquarian out the way. The Taurus is trying to help you get an Aquarian energy out of the way. Are you helping a Taurus get an Aquarian? Because they're trying to be near Capricorn. The Taurus, you're trying to help a Taurus get an Aquarian out the way because they want to be near a Capricorn, but they keep talking about them. So they keep talking about them, but the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords energy there. But why do they keep talking about them? So the Eight of Swords, you don't understand why they keep talking about a Capricorn. You don't know why somebody's talking about a Taurus. You may not like I said from earlier on in the reading, you don't understand. Somebody's talking about you with someone. You may think someone is talking to. You may think that someone is talking to someone about you, but they're not. You think someone is, or you think somebody relayed, you think somebody that you're tied to relayed something to someone that you like, but that's what's causing problems. Someone that you're tied to, you're thinking that they relayed something to someone that you like, vice versa, and something there is caused with an Aquarian. Something there is causing problems with the Aquarian energy. So this could be a situation. I'll run through these examples one more time before I move any further. Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, trying to be with Capricorn. The Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, you're trying to be with a Capricorn. So you may be trying to go through their housemates and other family members and other co-workers and other colleagues and business partner. You're trying to go through them to get to them, but Aquarian in the way. Every time I said it, Aquarian is in the way, but someone's going unlimited with a feeling you have with a Taurus, but a Taurus can actually help you get to the Capricorn, but still the Aquarian energy is in the way. You know what I mean? That's why I said something mystical and trying to have a conversation with a boss. So when I say hook up, doing something mystically, does it need to have a conversation with a boss? Is a boss going to comply? Does a boss even understand mysticism? Does a boss even understand something about something that's going on mystically? Or a boss did something mystically on an aquarium, whatever. But the heavy feeling with that is because someone is taking vacations out of nowhere. Someone is leaving the house, but it's working. So when I said someone leaving the house, it's working. Someone leaving the house, it's working. Someone taking like mini trips and vacations, it's an incantation. So somebody taking mini trips and vacations, it's an incantation that you did, or like hooked up Pisces when I said that. So it's an incantation that you did, but you hooked up a Pisces to invoke to do some type of incantation, get Aquarian to leave. You hooked up a Pisces to do some type of incantation to get an Aquarian energy to leave, to permanently or temporarily to get them to leave, because something is heavy with them, because either something is heavy with the Aquarian, because either they're looking at someone that you like. That's what's annoying me. Them looking at someone that you like, it's annoying you. They could also be that's why I said earlier on the reading, with them joining something, it's turning a threesome into a foursome. You don't want that. It's turning a threesome into a foursome. You don't want that in business with them joining into something. How to get someone to take vacations, how to make secretive phone calls and make up assignments, how to make up assignments to get somebody to leave. Like you're trying to make up assignments that someone could go on in a workplace, in a job. This could be a job that sends people out to different locations, like assignments, trying to get a client to do that. So someone is trying to get in it, but it's mystical. Something is mystical into the reason into why it's potentially working on somebody with a Six of Pentacles. And is somebody doing that to you? Someone could be doing that. Someone could be doing that to you to distract you from someone that you're looking at, or someone that you like. An Aquarian energy could be, and a Libra. An Aquarian and a Libra could be doing that to you because they realize, like Capricorn, they realize, or they just know that you like a Capricorn and they like a Capricorn energy. So it's like there's a mystical battle going on here between you, a Libra. I almost said Gemini, maybe Gemini energy also, between you, a Libra, a Gemini, and a Libra, a Gemini, and an Aquarian. You know, why do they like someone that I like so badly? So Eight of Swords, why do they like someone that I like so badly? Why do they want to be hungry? Why do they hungrily want to be with my business partner so bad? Whatever. But someone wants to have sex with someone. So Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Someone may want to have sex with someone that you used to be with, or someone external may want to have sex with your business partner, or someone may want to sleep with you. Someone may just want to sleep with you, you know, but I get air signs. So one of these air signs, they want to sleep with you, and you're using intuition that they may be trying to get the earth sign energies out of the way temporarily. And something there, that secretive conversations and calls and mysticism and things of that nature, something there that air sign elements are trying to do to be with you may not be Capricorn, may not be working on the Capricorn energy. So it just depends on what's going on there. It's interesting. Your present has the Ten of Pentacles energy there. So Ten of Pentacles energy, but I make money. So Ten of Pentacles is that you make money. Is a 10, so it implies that you make stable with earth signs. It implies that you make stable money with earth sign energies, but something is unstable. So when I said making stable money with the earth sign energy, something is also unstable. Something is also, I keep getting Aquarian. Something is also unstable about an Aquarian energy, or the fact that they have to leave work out of nowhere. The fact that they have to leave somewhere out of nowhere. But being tracked, something's going on with being tracked or followed or tracked. Somebody could be tracking them down. Someone could be. Oh, I see what's going on here. Someone. I had a Sag when I said that. Somebody, or they're trying to track somebody down. Just depends on what's going on. Something's going on with them. Either something's going on with something could be going on here with a tracker on somebody's phone. Something could be going on here. But I keep getting Aquarian. Something could be going on here with a tracker on an Aquarian energy's phone. Or something's going on where they could be getting tracked down by someone, but I'm doing that. So them getting tracked down by somebody, you could be doing that. That's why the Eight of Swords energy is that they don't know that's happening. The Eight of Swords energy being there is that the Aquarian energy doesn't know that's a Libra does. A Libra knows that you're doing that, but the Aquarian energy is unaware that you're hooked up someone. The Aquarian energy is unaware that you hooked up someone that you hook someone to track them down, but also their phone. So when I say hook up someone to track them down, also their phone. So it's also their phone that's being tracked. If it's an Aquarian, I keep getting Libra knows. It's also their phone that's being tracked if it's an Aquarian. And a Libra has that information on what a Gemini did as well. So a Libra has information on what a Gemini energy did as well. But this is crazy business. So when I said that this is crazy business, but all for one person. So when I said this is crazy business, this something strange here is going on here because of one person's actions, or it's all for one person's attention. It's all for one person's love. It's all for whatever. It's all to get one out of something. It's all to. It's what is going on. Interesting here. It's all just to get one person out of something, just to get somebody out of something. Someone's going with tracking somebody's phone, the Aquarian, somebody's phone. Either they're tracking, they could be tracking yours. That's what a Taurus said. They could be tracking yours, and that could be what a Taurus. That could be what a Taurus is trying to tell you. That could be what a Taurus. I need to leave. So when I said that, yeah, I need to leave. Or something's going on here. The Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles. You could just be finding out that best friend. You could just be finding out that your best friend's phone is being tracked, and the Aquarian energy could be your best friend, or the Taurus. That also happens to them. So when I hit Taurus, that also happens to them. But we need to get out of business with somebody. So when I said that, we need to get out of business with somebody. That's why the Ten of Pentacles energy is there. But is the money going to stop? So the Ten of Pentacles energy in the present, is the money going to stop? So this is really interesting. This is a situation here where I keep getting Aquarian. This is a situation here where, okay, this is a situation here where either it's a fear, okay, either it's a fear that somebody has, okay, either this could be a business deal that you have between you, Libra, Gemini, Sag, Taurus. This could be a business deal that you have going on with these elements, but phones being tracked. So when I ran through all of you, someone's going on, either one of your phones are being tracked. And you're trying to figure out if I was talking about language also. You're trying to figure out if okay, you saying to yourself, I need to retract. It's fear. You saying to yourself, I need to retract because of fear, but what the Aquarian did. So you feeling the need to retract out of fear is because of what the Aquarian did, or what they're potentially going to do when they're away, what they're potentially going to try to do when they're away. What they're potentially going to try to do when they're away, but they're toxic. So something is toxic about them, and that something is toxic about them, or something is toxic that's going on with them physically, or something is just toxic. That's why they're away. Something is toxic about them. That's why they're away. But something's going on here with their phone potentially by Sag. Something's going on with something's going on interesting with their phone potentially being tracked by Sagittarian energy. That's what a Taurus told you. So that's what a Taurus told you. And that could be why they're disappearing out of thin air. Is a Sag disappearing out of thin air on an Aquarian, but that's why they're leaving. A Sag disappearing out of thin air on an Aquarian. That's the reason into why an Aquarian energy is leaving, but not getting paid. So you're thinking that they're not going to get paid for something, because they're deciding to leave a workplace or a business deal at the last minute. They're deciding to leave a workplace or a business deal at the last minute. At the last minute, it's like holiday season in a store, and they're trying to leave, and you're thinking that they're going to miss out on money. But something is really shady, about something is timely and shady into the reason something really timely and shady into the reason into why they're leaving, because they're intertwined external business deal. They're intertwined in an external business deal, but I did research. You find that out is because if they're not in a business deal with you, or don't work with you, or they may work with you, this could be a situation here where you have a coworker that is involved with shady business. You have a coworker that's involved with shady business, and they're trying to leave workplaces, but boss acts, or boss did something mystically, because a boss may have done something mystically because they're aware of some type of shady business that an Aquarian energy does. Or they had an actual conversation here. They had an actual conversation with the Aquarian and said to the Aquarian energy, your phone's being tracked. This, that, and the third person came up to your workplace. This, that, and the third person came up to your office when you worked threats. This, that, and the third person came up to your office when you weren't there. And they're trying to threaten you and things of that nature. That's why the Aquarian energy is on the roll. But something is mystical into somebody's business partners, external from a business that you have with them, or it is it is one business where stalking business partners. It is one business where they're just stalking business partners. Aquarian on the run, and the Aquarian energy is on the run, but they're on the run, and potentially their phone is getting tracked. But Sag did that. So a Sagittarian energy did that, or this could be happening. Sag and Aries. This could be happening to a Sagittarian energy and the Aries element. This could be happening to them, But Aquarian energy should not be their business partner. So the Aquarian energy should not be their business partner. They're falling into a lion's pit if they are. So the Aquarian is falling into a lion's pit a lion's den or pit with them, snake pit, whatever. They're falling into that with them, Sag and Aries. They're falling into that with them with a Sag and Aries, and it's disturbing friendship. It's disturbing the friendship you have with them. It's disturbing the love partnership, or it's disturbing the what do you call it? It's disturbing the business deal that you have with them. How to save. So when I said that, how to save them, or you're thinking that you may be thinking that you may be thinking deep down in your subconscious, you may be thinking that someone has potential to do that to you also. That could be another thought that you have with the Eight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles energy being there. Aquarian on the run, but something is mystical into the reason into why they're on the run, or they're just leaving intentionally. But them leaving at a particular time is really timely because other business partners are after them. Other business partners are after them, but didn't give them what they need, didn't give somebody what they were asking for. So that could be why the Aquarian energy is doing what they're doing, because they may not have given something that they may not have given something to someone that they were supposed to. That's why I say gifts and things of that nature, but I also get an opportunity. Gifts and things of that nature. Something's also going on there with an opportunity. They could have received an opportunity and taking up some type of, I keep getting phone being trapped though. So they themselves may have received some type of money making opportunity, but something's going on there with something's heavy with their phone being tracked potentially. Something's heavy with their phone being tracked, but should have got out of business deal. So their phone being tracked is that they should have gotten out of a business deal, and now they're trying to disappear on someone. They could be disappearing on the Capricorn. But now they know what's going on. So when I said disappearing on the Capricorn, now the Capricorn energy knows what's going on with what's really going on with them. Now the Capricorn knows what's really going on with the Aquarian, what's really going on with the Libra, but it's their fault. So what's really going on with the Libra that Capricorn energy is finding out, it's a Libra's fault. Whatever is interesting that's going on here, it's also a Libra's fault, but don't like them. So a Libra may not like an Aquarian energy. So they did something really shady. The Libra could be the boss. The Libra did something really shady to the Aquarian to get them to leave. The Libra did something really shady to them. Or the Libra hooked up. I saw police also. The Libra may have hooked up police on someone, hence the reason for the tracking of the phone. But they're going to change their number. So when I ran through that, they're going to change their number. Sag and Aries change number. A Sag and Aries element may need to change their numbers and things of that nature, but it's because of me that they may have to do that. So it's because of you that a Sag and Aries element may need to do that. It's because of you that a Sag and Aries element may need to do that. If it's happening to the Aquarian, it's a Libra or a Sag and Aries element. What's happening to an Aquarian is a Libra or a Sag or Aries element's fault. It's their fault, okay? But it has something to do with being with Earth sign. All that has to do with being with an Earth sign, being near the Earth sign, what they said also has something to do with what the Earth sign energy said also somewhere. What they said also. What a Taurus said, what a Taurus relayed to you. What about an Aquarian. What a Capricorn energy said about an Aquarian. Now somebody knows something, whatever it is. And they know what's really happening behind the scenes somewhere with someone. Page of Cups energy is in the future there, okay? The instincts has the sign of Leo, or it's just success energy, business deal. That's why I said money making, but Aquarian is going to receive. So when I said success and money making, and Aquarian energy is going to receive something, but if they go somewhere else, and Aquarian energy is going to receive some type of goodness happening to them if they go somewhere else. But that's what a Sag said. So a Sag could have hooked the Aquarian energy up with a good deal. A Sag could have hooked an Aquarian energy up with a good deal in a sense where good living arrangements, good amenities, a good business, a good office to move into with good business partners. A Sagittarian energy could have hooked them up really good like that. But why couldn't I get that kind of treatment? So why couldn't I get that kind of treatment? This, like I said, workplace, and the reason to why coworkers and other business partners they're being treated differently than you. So they're just being treated differently than you for some reason. They're being treated differently by whatever. You could be the one that's receiving not as good though. You could be receiving it also, but you deem it to not be as good as the Aquarian energy for some reason, but they don't have it good. So when I said that they don't have it good, or you think that they have it good, but they brag. So you think they have it good, but they actually brag. You think they have it good, but they brag either they brag about something that they have that they don't have. They brag about something that they don't have. And thinks Sag paid for something. So you're thinking that a Sagittarian energy paid for something for them. They did or they did not. But that's the secret. So them paying for something, a Sag paying for something that Aquarian energy has going on, but I had a house. So when I said something that Aquarian energy has going on, you're thinking that a Sagittarian energy paid for an Aquarian energy's house, pay for their car, pay for a suite, pay for their hotel, but that's what they've been saying. Pay for their suite, pay for their hotel. That's what they've been relaying to you. That a Sagittarian and an Aries, that's what a Sag and an Aries are paying them for. That's where their money. That's the extent of how far a business deal is going with the Aquarian and the Sag and the Aries element there. But I feel extracted from that. So that's why the gifts and things of that nature. I feel extracted from that. But why are they doing that to an Earth sign? So when I said that, why are they doing something interesting to an Earth sign energy? Why are they but she needs to get out. So when I said Earth sign energy, she needs to get out. Capricorn female, Taurus female, I already let them out. So Capricorn female, Taurus female, when I hit Taurus, I already let them out. So if it's not female, it could also be male. That's annoying. It's the males that are annoying that knows what Aquarian is doing. So the males know what an Aquarian energy is doing, or what they know about an interaction that an Aquarian energy had with a Sag with someone's money. They know about an interaction that a Sag had with an Aquarian, but has something to do with your. It has something to do with your money or part of your money, or has something to do with a Sagittarian energy's money that's supposed to be Earth signs. So the Sagittarian, some money that a Sagittarian energy had that belongs to the Earth sign or took part of it. So when I said that, they took part of the Earth sign energy money and giving it to the Aquarian to splurge, giving it to the Aquarian energy to splurge in houses and hotels and cars and suites and things of that nature. But I need to call the police. So when I said that, I need to call the police. You think you need to call the police there, or that could be happening to you, partner. That could just be happening to you with your partner. Sag could be your partner. One of the Aquarian, Gemini, Libra, those air signs could be your partner, deceiving you with someone else. Those energies could be your partner, but they're deceiving you with something secretive that they're doing with someone else. Hence the reason for you looking at someone else. Hence the reason for you looking at somebody else, and it's Earth sign energies. Or you've always been with the Earth sign, but they're getting deceived. You've always been with the Earth signs, but they're being deceived. But Virgo has a bad attitude. So when I said them being deceived, the result of people of the Earth sign energies being deceived is why Virgo has a bad attitude. Into why Taurus doesn't do anything. Into why Taurus doesn't do anything. Into why Capricorn doesn't care. Into why Capricorn energy may not care about a Sag. Into why Capricorn energy may not care about a Sag, aware of what they're doing, because they're just aware of what they're doing. And you feel bad, or you feel like you need to call the police, but I get threats also. So feeling bad and need to call the police, someone's going with threats. Someone could be putting out threats. Are you threatening someone? I get a Taurus. Are you threatening a Taurus? You may feel the need to threaten, but knows where Aquarian is. So you may feel the need to threaten a Taurus because they know where an Aquarian is, or they know the Aquarian got paid more than you. They know the Aquarian got paid more than you. They know the Aquarian energy got paid more than you, or they know, but they're being fancied. They know that the Aquarian energy is being fancied over you for some reason, and they're tied to the Sag or other lover. They're the Sagittarian energies, other lover. They're the Sagittarian energies. That's why I said from the beginning, they're making a threesome or foursome. I don't want making a threesome or foursome. I don't want. They're Sag other business partner. They're Sag other lover that gets treated better. They're Sag other lover that they just get treated better. If it's an Aquarian energy there, yeah, I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. Or it's happening to the Earth sign energies, but also their partner. It's happening to the Earth sign energies, but it's also they're also the Capricorn is also the Sagittarian energies partner, but treats Aquarian better. So when I said that, they treat the Aquarian energy better. They just treat them better, give them gifts and trips. Why don't they give the Earth sign energy that? So okay. Why aren't they giving the Earth sign energy that? Why aren't they giving the Earth sign energy that? The accomplishment has the Five of Swords right next to the Eight of Swords energy there. So the Five of Swords as an accomplishment right next to it needs to call. So Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, you need betraying. So the Eight of Swords is that in Aquarian, and you could be on the outside looking in that in Aquarian Capricorn. You could be on the outside looking into, and Aquarian is betraying a Capricorn energy. Or a Capricorn could be betraying not really. So a Capricorn betraying the air sign elements, they're not really betraying them, but their partner pays them. So when I say Capricorn betraying the air sign elements with S, the Capricorn energy's partner pays the air signs. The Capricorn energy's partner, you know that, or you're a part of money making business. You're just a part of that money making business. That's why the sun is in the instincts there. But get out. The sun is in the instincts, but you also need to get out. That's why the Five of Swords is right next to the Eight of tracked phones. The Five of Swords next to the Eight of Swords. Something's going on with tracked phones. Multiple either somebody's phone is being tracked and they don't know. Somebody's phone or somebody's, I keep getting Aquarian, somebody's phone or somebody's with S, somebody's phone, their phones are being tracked and they don't know their phone, but should have just given somebody something. So the reason for that is that the Sag should have just given you something. You could be tracking the Sagittarian energy's phone to see to why they're going to Aquarian. Tracking the Sagittarian energy's phone to find out what they're talking to the Aquarian about. Or that could be what you hooked up a Taurus for, but they don't want to give you the information. So that could be what you hooked up. That's why the Six of Pentacles is there. That could be what you hooked up a Taurus for, but they don't want to give you that information. They protect the Aquarian. They protect the Sag. They protect the Aries element, but limited. It only somebody's really limited about the kind of protection that a Taurus gives the Sagittarian and the Aries element and the Aquarian energies there. But they also get paid. So when I said that, they also get paid. They also get paid, you know? But I keep getting tracked phones. Five of Swords accomplishment. Something's going on with tracked phones. Something's really heavy with tracked phones or traced calls and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Changing numbers. That could be why you changed your number. This could be a situation here. You may have changed your number at some point, but like hiding. You yourself may have changed your number at some point because of hiding, or you felt the need to hide. You may have felt the need to hide from an Aquarian. You felt, but it kept calling you. So feeling the need to hide from an Aquarian, they kept calling you. Or the Aquarian needs to change number. The Aquarian energy may need to change their number from you, or they need to change their number from a Taurus. Not really. So Aquarian needs to change, an Aquarian energy needed to change their number from a Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn. Maybe the Capricorn, yeah, but somebody doesn't care. But someone's going they're thinking something is extreme. So them thinking that they need to change their number from the Earth sign element, something is extreme, deals with Sag because they deal with a Sag, but they're thinking that they need to change, throwing them under the bus also. So you yourself may be trying to figure out, that's why the Five of Swords is there. You yourself may be trying to figure out how to throw them with the Taurus, how to throw the Aquarian energy under the bus with a Taurus, but Libra helping. So a Libra doesn't like the Aquarian. So hence the reason for why the Libra may want to help you, and a Gemini. Hence the reason for why a Libra and a Gemini energy may want to help you. That could be the reason to why a Libra and a Gemini energy may want to help you, but they work with a Sag. So those elements also work with a Sag, but they don't like hired Aquarian. They don't like the idea of the Sagittarian energy hiring the Aquarian, working with the Aquarian, but this needs to stop. So when I said that, this needs to stop. This some type of interest in business and transactions and secrecy and tracking the phones are going to happen. The tracking the phones and things of that nature, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. This could be a situation here where you just want to know what your partner's doing on the side. You may just want to know what your partner's doing on the side. You want to know where your business partner is going, but you're finding out that another business partner is favoring them over you. That's annoying. Another business partner is favoring them over you, and that's annoying. And they're favoring them, so they're favoring them to our lover. They're favoring them to the point where they're I didn't talk about skydiving, and they're favoring them to the point where they're putting in reservations for hotels and penthouse suites and things that I keep getting Aquarian penthouse suites and things of that nature for the Aquarian energy. And homes and cars and things of that nature, whatever it is that's going on here. But I'm disgusted. So when I said that, there's I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted, you know? They may shortchange the Earth sign energy. That could be why you want to spend time and hook up with them, but being betrayed. So that could be why you want to spend time and hook up with them, because they're being betrayed, or they're not being get by Sag. They're not being given anything by a Sag, and somehow, or the Sag isn't giving anything to you. Somehow, they're complaining about how they're complaining about how they can't share this, that, and the third food, or how they can't give somebody this, that, and the third, but has more money. They have a lot more money, but they're giving it to someone that's a clown. They're giving the money to someone that's a clown. They're giving their money to someone that you deem to be a clown there. That you deem to be a clown. You know? Well, the five of swords is because you have that kind of thought, but that's also what a Libra said. So you having that kind of thought is also what a Libra said. It's also what a Libra said there. You know what I mean? You know? Track phones, potential. The track phones is potential, but Sag doesn't care. So when I said track phones being potential, a Sagittarian energy may not care for some reason. Like tracking somebody's phone and pretending and lying is a bad mixture. Like tracking phones and pretending and lying is a really bad concoction of a martini, of a margarita to have there. It's a real, somebody maybe drinker. It's a really bad concoction. It's a really bad concoction, you know? It's a bad, because it being a really bad concoction is that someone could get police involved. Someone could get police involved where the police have a special technology. Police have a special technology where they can track people's phones without the notification showing up on the person's phone that is being tracked. And that could be where the superiority the superiority idea is, with just using a regular app that would show up on somebody's phone, you know. And that could be the thought that you have with the air sign elements. But Libra has that thought. So when I said that, a Libra has that thought, you know. A Libra has that thought, but a Libra may have some type of police, law enforcement connection, but they used to do that kind of work. So when I said a Libra having a police and law enforcement kind of connection, a Libra used to do that kind of work. A Libra used to do that kind of work there, but Sag doesn't know. So a Sag doesn't know that a Libra used to do that kind of work, or they still do that kind of work, but you never get out of that kind of work. So a Libra's still in that kind of work still, even if they do something else psychologically. you can't really psychologically, police officer, you mentally, psychologically, you're trained to be on that mode all the time. You're trained to be in that mode all the time. That could be something that you do. That could be some type of by acts to do. That could be some type of work. Literally, that could be some type of work that you ask to do or that you do. Or that could be the kind of work that a Sag does, right, with an Aquarian. That's the kind of work that a Sag does with an Aquarian energy, or on them, and they don't know. You know? Interesting. Page of Swords energy is in the spiritual self, right next to the Six of Pentacles. The Page of Swords energy is research. I did say something about research earlier on, but I Earth signs. So doing research, you need to do research on the Earth sign energies, but where are they? So that's why the tracking phones and things of that nature. And somebody changing their numbers could be coming from the Earth sign energies there, but a Taurus knows where someone is. So when I said that, a Taurus knows where someone is. A Taurus knows where you are. A Taurus knows where an Aquarian is, where Libra is. Those elements where each other are. Those elements they know where each other are because of tracking, or they talk to each other often. Those elements just talk to each other often, or they just see each other every day. But Taurus does. So a Taurus sees someone that you're trying to connect with every day, but they're a part of something. So a Taurus seeing someone that you're connected to every day, they're just a part of something. They're a part of some type of secretive business by a spy. They're a part of a secret business that implies that they need to do, that they may need to spy. They need a spy, you know? Or something's going on with you doing that kind of stuff. From the last reading, but I'm just going to do it on my own. So from the last reading, you're just breaking down to do something on your own, but someone isn't answering. So when I said breaking down to do something on your own, someone isn't answering. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, don't want to be involved. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, they don't want to be involved. They don't want to be involved on finding an Aquarian, disappearing Aquarian, why they left. But I just want to find out the truth. So when I say that, I just want to find out the truth. If it's not, I'm being drawn back to the success card here with the sun. If it's not only success, then it's health Aquarians. If it's not only success, then it's Aquarian energy's health or one the Earth sign energy's health. It just depends because they're together. So when I said that, it's you want to know, you want to find out something. You're doing trying to do research on something on somebody's health status, but it has something to do. It has something to do with the Capricorn energy in Aquarian, or a Taurus and an Aquarian, or a Libra and an Aquarian. But it has something to do. It has something to do with somebody's health or a sex health. It may have something to do with somebody's sex health as well. Like you may that could be why tracking down the Aquarian. That could be why you feel the need to track. Is the Aquarian energy tracking you down? That could be why you need to. That could be the reason. But they were dealing with a Capricorn, so dealing with them, they could have slept with them. Dealing with them, somebody could have kissed someone, but has something. So when I said dealing with them and sex with them or kiss them, somebody some element here, somebody may have something. You know, the Aquarian energy may have something, but they're hiding that they do. The Aquarian energy having something, they're hiding that they do. That's why the Five of Swords is next to. That's why they're disappearing. Five of Swords next to Eight of Swords. That's why they're disappearing from you. That's why they're disappearing from one of the Earth sign energies. You know, but they don't know something. So them disappearing from the Earth sign energies, but want to sleep with. So they want to sleep with the Earth, but has something. They want to sleep with the Earth signs, but they have something. Do you want to sleep with the Earth signs, but something going on with you, or do you want to sleep with them and something may be going on with them? It's not like gifts. It could be a sexual gift, gifts, or an actual gift, or I mean, giving somebody roses and chocolates and sex could be falling after that. It just depends on what's going on, you know. But I have that kind of thought. So when I said that, I have that kind of thought. Oh, I see what's going on here. You having that kind of thought, that's why you want an Aquarian out the way. You having that kind of thought is because that could be why you want an Aquarian out of the house temporarily. That's why I said somebody's sitting somewhere, not leaving somewhere, or they're in the office where you want to have sex. They could be in the office that you want to throw somebody on top of the table and have sex with them, or your partner may want to do that with you. It is somebody stays somewhere all the time. And that could be what you talk to Tauruses about all the time. That could be that could be the kind of experience that you want to have with one of those Earth sign energy Aquarian in the way. That could be the kind of experience that you want to have with the Earth sign, but the Aquarian is in the way. Did you have that kind of experience? Sag did. A Sag had that kind of experience with an Aquarian energy, or you yourself did, but do I have something? You yourself did, and you're like, do I have something? Or the Sag is like, do I have something? The tracking down energy. The tracking down energy is you may not have known that someone. I hate syphilis. You may not have known that someone has syphilis. Someone has gone on with syphilis, or like I don't know. Someone's gone. Excuse me. That's the first thing that came to my mind was syphilis. Something interesting maybe going on with syphilis with one of these with an air sign. Libra told you that something interesting is going on with syphilis with one of the air sign elements, and a Libra may have told you that. Does a Libra have that kind of stuff going on, or is an Aquarian energy has that? An Aquarian energy may have that. An Aquarian energy and a Sagittarian energy may know it for a while. A Sagittarian energy knew that for a while. And a Sag could be your partner, and they're dealing with the Sag could be your partner, and they're dealing with someone that has syphilis. Dealing with someone that has herpes. Syphilis was the first thing that came. Someone's gone heavy with syphilis for some reason. Someone's gone on with syphilis, you know. The Aquarian energy, someone may need it. That's why the health card is in the instance, because it's something is heavy about somebody needing to go to the doctors and things of that nature. You know, and that could be, that's why I said somebody disappearing from you. That's like a temporarily from the workplace. They could be going to the doctor, but not telling you why. They're going to the doctor and they're not telling you why. If it's not vacations and things of that nature, they're going to the doctors and appointments and gynecologists if they're a female and things of that nature. They're not telling you why. Because somebody has syphilis or something. Well, that's why the Page of Swords energy is in the spiritual self next to the Six of want to tell Earth sign something. The Page of Swords right next to the Six of Pentacles. You need to tell the Earth sign energy something about the air sign, about the Libra, about the Gemini, about the Libra, but about the Libra, about the Aquarian, about the Gemini, or it's the Aquarian energy that has syphilis. It's the Aquarian energy that has syphilis. They have syphilis with the Page of Swords right next to the Six of Pentacles energy there. This could be a situation here. If you're a dude, you've got an Aquarian energy, a business partner. If you're a dude, you got an Aquarian energy that's a business partner. And something's going on here where you the two of you, or however many of you and them like the same woman. You and them like the same, but aware that they're ill. You and them like the same woman, but you're aware. Five of Swords, X to the Eight of Swords. You're just aware that they're ill, and you're trying to you're trying to protect someone. You're trying to protect the person that they like. You also like, but you're trying to protect. It could be Earth sign, Capricorn, whatever. You're trying to protect them by giving them the heads up that Aquarian has syphilis. By giving them the heads up that in Aquarian energy, whatever air sign has some type of they have some type of sexual illness going on there. Not anything extreme like HIV, just something's going on with syphilis and things of that nature. You know what I mean? You're trying to give someone the heads up that they do have that kind of stuff going on, you know? Or someone may need to tell you that, you know, and it could be the air sign. It could be an air sign partner, but didn't know they had something. It could be an air sign partner that you had, that I said, a love partner that you have, that you don't, because they're dealing with a Sag. An air sign partner that you have has something to do with the fact that they're dealing with a Sag, and you're thinking that a Sag has something. You're thinking that, but they don't. A Sag having something they don't, or the air sign element has something. One of the air sign elements has something. One of them has something, you know. And they're looking at a girl or a guy that both of you like, and somehow you went underground. Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, I see what's going on. The tracking the phone, doctor's appointments, the tracking the phone and things of that nature oh my God, this is crazy. The tracking the phones and things of that nature is, it keep being an Aquarian. The tracking the phones and things of that nature is because is to track somebody's phone to see if they're going to the doctor's office, to see if they're going to a gynecologist, to see if they're going somewhere to get blood work done, to see what they have. That could be, someone could be telling you I'm going grocery shopping, but don't believe them. Someone could be telling you that they're going grocery shopping. Sag could be telling you that, or one of the earth signs, or you telling them that, or the air sign element is telling somebody that, or they're telling someone that they're going away, not really going away. Telling someone that they're going away, they're not really going away. They're going to, what do you call that? They could literally be, or they're going to they're going to like a OBGYN doctor, or they're going to get blood work. I keep getting Aquarian. They're going to get blood work or things of that nature before they try to sleep with someone. They're trying to go get these things done before they sleep with someone. They're trying to get that done, but they're telling you that they're going elsewhere, but you don't believe them. But tech partner, when I said that, so they're trying to tell you that they're going elsewhere, but you don't believe them, so you feel the need to protect your friend. This could be such a way to protect your friend, protect your lover, protect your business partner, because something's going on. Like if you have a friend, so if you're a friend, or sign energy could be your friend, and you feel the need to protect them from someone that has some type of, you feel the need to protect them from somehow you did research, or you share the same friends, and another friend wants to sleep with them, but you found out through another friend or another business partner that, I keep getting syphilis. You found out through another friend or another business partner that somebody has syphilis. So the way you're trying to protect somebody is by tracking that person. They're trying to tell you they're going grocery shopping and they're going on vacation. They literally are, or they are not, or they're just trying to get checked up on. They're just trying to get themselves checked up on. They're just trying to go get their health checked up on. So you yourself could be doing that, but I'm fine. So you yourself could be doing that, but you're fine. But the Aquarian energy may not be. They're trying to sleep with your friend. The Aquarian energy may not be. They're trying to sleep with your friend. They're trying to sleep with your friend. So you are taking it upon yourself, or a Sag is, or you're doing it. You could be doing that to a Sag because they're involved with the air sign like that. Or you could be doing that yourself, or you're taking it upon yourself to track down somebody's phone because you don't believe them. So you need to find out who somebody's sleeping with. You need to find out who else someone is sleeping with. Or you just need to find out if someone is going to the doctor's office to get a diagnosis for something. With a Page of Swords next to the Six of Pentacles. If it's not anything, this could be business partners that you have these kind of interactions with. Or if something's interesting going on in friend groups and people wanting to sleep with other friends, but you heard a conversation and you're like you're like Angie. I heard Tim saying this, that, and the third, that he's going to the grocery store, but someone's intuitive about you, or something's going on with you psychically, and you don't believe somebody's going to the damn doctor to get tested out. And you're telling Angie, he or she is going OBGYN, he or she is going to their appointment to get checked out. You could have went really deep. You could have went really deep to pick up somebody's conversation, to go down the hallway and listen to somebody's conversation somewhere. Yeah, how else am I going to get Aquarian? How else am I going to get the information that I need about an Aquarian, on an Aquarian, whatever it is? So either you're hooking up the Aquarian energy to do this on an Earth sign, or you're hooking up the Earth sign. You could be hooking up the Earth. They're relaying that. You could have hooked up the Earth sign energy to relay something there to you, or the research with the Six of Pentacles using Earth sign. Research with the Six of Pentacles. You and the Earth signs could be doing this on disappearing Aquarian. You and the Earth signs are just doing this on a disappearing Aquarian. And a Libra has that information for a while. That's why the Five of Swords is there. A Libra knows something for a while. A Gemini knows something for a while. Whatever. Wow. So business and not giving people money and someone going on interested with people being paid over you and things. This could be a situation here where with the illnesses and things of that nature, like you could be saying that someone's getting paid over you, or someone's getting treated better than you for some reason in a business deal, but you could be finding out that they're ill. You could be finding out that they're ill, and that could be why they're receiving more than you. It just depends on what's going on. But that could also be why you're hooking up other coworkers to ask them those questions. You know, interesting. Figure out, trying to ask other coworkers. You're trying to figure out other people in a friend group. Why are they being given more ice cream than me in a restaurant? But they know someone in the restaurant. They could have been, but someone is aware that someone's ill or something. But you may not have known that. You know what I mean? More money. Why is somebody being paid more than me? But they're ill. Someone being paid more than you is just because they're ill. Because somebody's ill. However you want to look at ill. The Capricorn energy is in the mentality there. It could even be attention. If it's not only money, it could be attention that somebody's giving you. That's really interesting that I said that as well. So when I went on that example, that something there could also be really interesting. So if it's not only money and respect and things of that nature that's being Aquarian, and respect and adoration that is being given to, it has something to do with an illness that someone has. So a physical one, it has something to do with a physical one that someone has, or something, or ill, like something isn't well about someone. It could be something with mentally with their wellness. You know, that someone may not know, but people praise them. People may praise someone, but at the same time they're not well, or people favor some. I keep getting Aquarian. People favor the Aquarian, but something isn't well about them. Something is not well, or something mentally or physically well. You know. Very interesting. That could be pays them more. That could be why Sag pays somebody more. This could be a situation, illness in a sense, where this is like a business deal where something really interesting neurologically maybe going on with a business partner. So someone is trying to have a secretive conversation with you on the side. He or she has bipolar. So I have to be careful. I have to be careful with how I treat them. That could literally be the kind of conversation that a Sag had with you, or that could be whatever. I have to be really delicate. I keep getting Aquarian. I have to be really delicate with an Aquarian. I have to be really delicate with them for some reason. I have to be really delicate with them because they have bipolar. They have this, that, and the third. I have to be delicate with them. So if I have to give them this amount, so they won't go off. I have to give them this amount of money or this amount of attention so that they won't go off. I have to allow them to take this time off from work so they won't go off. But it has something to do with something mentally or neurologically or physically with someone. But I didn't know. So when I said that, I didn't know. So from the beginning, so someone joining in a business deal, making a threesome or foursome you don't want, but you did more research. From the beginning, you didn't want that, but you did more research. You didn't want that, but you. This could be a situation here where you have a love partner. You have a love partner that they're taking care of their mother too much. They're taking care of their mother, and they spend a lot of time with their mom and their dad a lot, or their sibling, or they spend a lot of time with a business partner all the time or a friend. But you're finding out that some neurological. You're finding out that some it may be neurological going on with their friend, their partner, their lover, a side person, or their side person, their side lover, their business partner, their whoever, their friend. And you're like, I didn't know that. But the reason to why you're finding out is because either you're trying to have a conversation, or you're doing research, and you're doing tracking and phones and things. But Sag asks you the tracking and phones and things of that nature. Are Sag asks you. So this could be a situation here where an Aquarian energy may have been given not well. Every time I say Aquarian, they're not well for some reason, but they're being, however you want to look, mentally or physically, they're not being given. They're being given certain type of favoritism and money, a large amount of money, whatever. They're being given that. I keep getting not, but it's because they're not well. But something's going on where a Sag may have asked you to track them. A Sag may have asked you to track them. A Sag may have actually attract them to find out what they're using the money on. There's that. Somebody may have hooked you up to find out what they're using the money for, or where they're going with the money, or how they're using the money, or their stay, how they're spending their stay somewhere, you know, or where they're really going. It just depends on what's going on. You know what I mean? But it's because somebody has sympathy for. It's done on purpose because somebody has sympathy for someone. Okay. The devil energy in the mentality is a sign of Capricorn. So, but need to talk to. So the Capricorn energy, you may need to talk to there. You know what I mean? But Sag doesn't want you to. So a Sagittarian energy may not want you to. A Sag may not want you to for some reason. But something's interesting going on with the Capricorn energy because. But see, something's going on with something interesting energy. Something is going on with the Capricorn energy's energy. something is going on with their energy in a home environment, in a workplace. Observe. So when I say a home environment in a workplace, something's going on with that. They observe something that they observe. Business deal. Something that they're observing about a business weird to them. So something that they observe about a business deal is weird to them. Or about a business deal that you have with them is weird, but how you operate. So they something interesting about how they observe you in a business deal is something is weird. Something may be weird about how you okay. Either it's the way they operate in a business deal doesn't make any sense to you. The way they operate in a business deal may not make any sense to you. You may have really interesting thoughts about them. You know what I mean? You can have really interesting thoughts about them, or they have your involvement. They have an interesting thought about, are they finding out something about your involvement with an Aquarian? They're just finding out your involvement that you have going on with an Aquarian. But how does she know that? So when I said that, how does a Capricorn female know that? How does a Capricorn energy that's a female? It could be a male. How does a Capricorn energy know that there? But something is neurological. So but it feels positive. So something going on with them neurologically, it's positive. But neurologically, in a sense where neurologically it could be metaphysical or psychism that have heavily. It's neurologically, something's going on with them. Something's going on with them psychically, but it's neurological, but it's a good thing. But I get some brainwave activity. So something's going on with their brainwave activity. Something interesting is going on with their brainwave activity. So, but it's good. So something's going on with their brainwave activity, but it's a good thing. But Aquarian's scared. So when I said that an Aquarian energy is scared of that for some reason, if it's not brainwave activity, if it's not psychism, that something may be just going on with someone's brainwave activity that is interesting, or whatever. It could be headaches and things of that nature. You yourself, if devil energy with the sun card, you yourself may have something going on with headaches, but I get ascension. So you yourself with the devil energy with the health card, you yourself may have something going on with you with ascension, but it's been happening for a while. So either the Capricorn energy has been experienced, the Capricorn energy has been experienced. The Capricorn energy has been experiencing that neurologically, and ascension and psychism and brain wave and neuron activity, and it's advanced. So when I said brain wave and neuron activity with them, it's advanced. It's advancing, or it's advanced. And with the by ascension. So it's because they're ascending. They're ascending. or you yourself are ascending. But that's why I'm noticing something now. So you yourself are ascending, and that could be why you're noticing something interesting about a coworker. That could be why you're noticing something interesting about a love partner with syphilis. That's why you're starting to realize something interesting about a partner that has syphilis. You didn't know they had syphilis, or something's going on, but somebody being paid over you more. But it's psychism. You're ascending, so you're opening up psychically. And now you're realizing the deception. Now you're realizing some type of deceptive move that's happening around you, or the Capricorn energy because of ascension. The Capricorn energy is because of ascension. You are because of ascension. You know, the Aquarian energy could have that kind of stuff going on, but don't know how to handle. They may have that kind of spiritual stuff going on with them, but they don't know how to handle something properly that is metaphysical that is going on with them. But the reason why something metaphysical is going on with them is because someone tried to get them to leave somewhere, and mystically, or it's a conversation, and we're starting to realize the conversations and things of that nature. They're starting to realize something, or they're starting to realize something about a Capricorn. But did she do something? So them starting to realize something about a Capricorn. Did she do something? Are you asking? Are you thinking a Capricorn energy did something to get an Aquarian to leave? You think a Capricorn did something to get an Aquarian to leave? To get an Aquarian to leave, to get you to leave a Sag, to manipulate something that you have a business deal, to manipulate a business deal, you think, but they're mystical. The Capricorn is mystical, and that has all the right to do something mystically to a business deal. So they have all the right to do something mystically to a business deal. But you're also confused. But it has something to do with someone's brainwave activity and neuron advancement and think. But I'm scared. Neuron advancement and brainwave activity and things of that nature. You're scared of that, or something like that is happening to you. But it's happening for a reason, because you're starting to realize shadiness. You're starting to realize shadiness. What a Sag that Sag is doing. The Sag is trying to explain to you, I'm just trying to help my sibling, but that's not their sibling. I'm just trying to help my sibling, but that's not you're using your intuition. You're starting to realize things cognitively. They don't have another sister. They don't have another brother. Whatever situation is there. So with coworkers and tactics that coworkers have, or someone has an interesting tactic on you, but you weren't seeing something before, because it has something to do with the fact that you weren't ascending then, or something's going on psychically with someone or you. And brainwave activity, Aquarian, brainwave activity with the Aquarian energy, brainwave, however you want to look at brainwave, psychism, brainwave activity, like psychism and brain. I want to do research. That's what Page of Swords energy next to the Six of Pentacles. I want to do research on that. You may want to do research on psychism, how somebody's doing something. You want to do research on how somebody's doing something, and it could have to do with psychism and things of that nature, Or you want to do research on Aquarian illness. You want to do research on an Aquarian energy's illness, or Sag. Someone's gone with tracking those elements, phones, and things of that nature, or that's what a Sag does. Taurus has that information, whatever. Jeez. What's changing is the Gemini energy here. So, but they're not helpful. So that's why the Five of Swords is next to the Eight of Swords. A Gemini energy may not know about an Aquarian. A Gemini energy may not really know what's going on with an Aquarian energy, but don't ask them. So don't ask a Gemini energy things about an Aquarian, because either they may not want, either they know and they may not want to answer you, and they could be protecting the Aquarian energy in that sense. They could be protecting the Aquarian energy. That could be why they're pretending not to know something. You know what I mean? Confidentiality and things of that nature with the Gemini. The Gemini energy could be psychic. Pretends to be. So when I say Gemini energy psychic, they pretend to be psychic. They pretend to be intuitive, whatever. Or they lack in something. They may lack in something, or they lack in communication. They lack about information about an Aquarian, Just depends on what's going on, or something. They could be your partner, and something's going on with health. They could be your partner also, and something interesting is going on with their health, mentally or physically. Something could be going on with their health also. But likes Capricorn. So when I say something going on with their health also, they like a Capricorn energy with the Five of Swords, with the Eight of Swords, and you may have liked them, but they keep looking at the Capricorn. You like them, but they look at the Capricorn energy all the time. The Page of Swords energy, they could be telling you that they're going somewhere, or do you have a gift for them? A kiss. You have a kiss for them, or they're telling you they have a kiss for you. But they have a kiss, whatever. They're telling you these things, but not believing them. They could be telling you these things, but you're not believing them. You could be tracking their phone. You could be wanting to track their phone, but they changed numbers. So you wanting to track their phone, they may want to change their number, or you're trying to change but you could be changing your number from someone because you found out something health wise about yourself. Or Capricorn could be doing that, or you think that they did, or an Aquarian energy did that because of a Sag, or Sag does that to someone, or they didn't do it yet. This depends on what's going on, you know. The resolution has the Three of Swords energy going towards the Page of Cups. But I want to leave partner. Three of Swords, I want to leave Gemini. I want to leave Libra. I want to leave Aquarian, or they are leaving you. They're leaving you. So this depends on what, for whatever reason they're leaving you. And it could, something's going with contracting something. So that one of those elements contracted something, or it's the Aquarian energy that contracted something, or they've had something for a while and didn't tell someone something. Or you're trying to protect your friend or your partner from going off and being with them. You're trying to give someone a heads up that an Aquarian energy or someone has syphilis. Don't sleep with them, but they're trying to plan to sleep with the Capricorn energy there, to sleep with someone, and you don't want that because somebody has something there. Or something really interesting is going on with someone with neurological, and either it's depression. I get Aquarian. When I hit depression, I get the Aquarian, and the depressing feeling with them, Sag favors. The depressed feeling with them could be why a Sagittarian energy favors them all the time. That's the reason why they're being favored by a Sag all the time, or they're being given someone else's money, and you don't understand foolishness. You don't understand that foolishness. Whatever. And the Taurus has that information, and whatever interesting is going on there. This reading is long enough. All right, I'm going to cut it. Let's see what's going on in Cancer. Hermit, sign of Virgo. So, but not wanting to deal. Like I said, a Virgo doesn't want to deal with you. The Virgo doesn't want to deal. The Sagittarian energy also got Hermit and really extracted Virgo. So when I said Sagittarian also got this, the Virgo elements are really extracted for some reason. I mean, we're still in their season. I'm doing this in their season still, but we're going into Libra season with this reading. Okay, let me do another outcome. It's really shady. The Emperor energy sign of Taurus / Aries element there. There's no fire sign energy here, by the way, but you do have fire sign energies. The fire sign energy doesn't show up here. The only fire sign energy is Leo. The Sun card also represents Leo. I also look at that element as Leo, but I don't feel you could be dealing with a Leo as well, but they're also extracted. A Leo could also be extracted. But you have an Aries element / Taurus element there. Need them. The Hermit energy is that you need them. But because they could give you information on where Capricorn and what Capricorn is doing with an Aquarian, but they're trying to sleep together. Either a Taurus is trying to sleep with a Capricorn, or they're trying to give you the heads up that a Capricorn is trying to sleep with an Aquarian, but they have something. The Capricorn trying to sleep with the Aquarian has something. Somebody has something there. Or you just need their help to figure out what an Aquarian energy is doing, what a Libra is doing, what a Gemini energy is doing, why Gemini is leaving. Why Gemini energy is pretending to do something, know something, or Capricorn energy, they have information. The Emperor, the Aries / Taurus element has information there, and they can help you. Or the way this looks here, Hermit energy, if it's not only Hermit, then it's a Virgo and a Taurus that don't want to help. It's just a Virgo and a Taurus that don't want to help. They don't want to give you information on an Aquarian. They don't want what they saw. They don't want to give you information on what they saw. They don't want to give you information on what they saw. So either it has to do with the results of a tracking a phone, either it has something to do with the results of the tracking of some type of phone tracking that's going on, or a conversation, or where they saw Aquarian going, where they saw an Aquarian energy going, or where they know what they know the Aquarian energy is going. What they did, what they said, that is appointments, syphilis, things of that nature, illnesses, and whatever. It could be a therapist. That's why I said depression and things of that nature. It could be a therapist somebody sees often. It's a therapist that someone goes to and they see often. So either Taurus has that kind of stuff going on, or it's a what do you call it, or it's a Gemini, or it's a Libra, or all something interesting going on with the air sign elements. Something interesting going on with the air signs that you didn't know. You're finding out, but the reason why you're tracking, the reason why you're finding out that is because of tracking. What the Sag is doing with the Aries element, hiding. Sag and Aries elements are hiding. You know, Taurus has that information, or they just know where they are, but they live somewhere else. So when I said that they live somewhere else now, the Sag and Aries live somewhere else. They live somewhere else. I had a condo. A Sag and Aries element, they live in a condo now, or they live in a condo, period. They live in a condominium somewhere. But it was expensive. So they live in a condominium somewhere, but the condominium is expensive, or was expensive to buy. Taurus has that information. It was expensive to put down on. And if Taurus has that information, I said earlier on in the reading, how at Capricorn something. How are they not giving a Capricorn energy something? Living lavishly. But they're living lavishly. They're living lavishly. The mental health stuff, Sag and Aries. The mental health movements and things that nature could be the kind of thoughts that you have about a Sag and the Aries element. It could be their phone it could be their phones that you want to track. What is that building they're going into? Where are they going into? What is this place? Condominiums. They're going into condominiums. The Gemini energy live in a condominium. The Gemini energy may live in a condominium. That's why they pretend. They may pretend that they don't live. They may pretend that they live in a shabby situation, but they don't. Somebody pretends that they live in a shabby situation, but they really don't. Or do you have that kind of stuff going on? The Aquarian energy may have that kind of stuff going on with them. They may live lavishly because of Sag. They may live lavishly, or they have lavish experiences because of a Sag. Or you have that because of a Sag element, you know, really interesting. But it all has something to do with people finding out where people live, and they, for the last reading, find out where people live, and snooping and spies and tracking phones, because this kind of situation, you're tracking you may not live with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but they're telling you they live crazy. They live in a crazy. They're trying to tell you to live in a crazy situation, or you're on the outside looking into. That's a conversation that a Sag has with a Capricorn. That's a conversation that what do you call it? That's a conversation that you're having with a Capricorn about yourself. That's a conversation that an Aquarian energy is having with Capricorn and Taurus, whatever. It's Gemini, Libra. That's a conversation those elements are having with each other, but people are lying. But people are lying about where they really live. Or people are lying about illnesses. Or people may not know that they're ill. But you're doing research. People lying about they're going on vacation, or lying about they're going to their friend's place, but they're really going to a psychiatry appointment. They're really going to a psychiatry appointment. They're really going to a psychiatry appointment. Well, all right, Cancer. Let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.